Year 3, welcome to your literacy lesson on Wednesday the 27th of January with Miss Callaghan. First thing I would like you to do is in your books write the date nice and neatly and the learning objective, which is to present learning about plants. Today we're going to be continuing with our compound sentences. So like the previous 2 days, I have some main clauses and we have some coordinating conjunctions. And you need to link the two main or independent clauses together using one of the conjunctions to write a compound sentence in your book. So you can choose vanilla ice cream, you can choose strawberry ice cream. I think the one that I would choose is or. You can choose vanilla ice cream or you can choose strawberry ice cream. Next one to try in your books. We can go swimming. We can't jump in the pool. Have a try at writing a compound sentence in your book using one of the 7 coordinating conjunctions. Press pause while you do this and then press play when you're ready to continue. And your final one for today. Max didn't want to be late. One of these. He hurried to school. When you have your 3 compound sentences written in your literacy books, move on to the next activity. This is the mild chili challenge from yesterday. So if you did that one, let's go through it together now. I asked you to spot the coordinating conjunction in the sentence, underlining them neatly. So I can see from this first sentence, Freddie was playing on his tablet, is a main clause. He suddenly dropped it, is another main clause. And but was the coordinating conjunction in that sentence. The second one, Olivia was a fantastic dancer, for she practiced every day. Hopefully we all know or underlined yesterday that for is the coordinating conjunction in this sentence. And the final one, Nick dreamed of being a film star, so he went to drama school. So is the coordinating conjunction. And looking at the spicy challenge from yesterday, we can see lots of compound sentences here. And looking for the coordinating conjunction, I can spot and, joining together 2 main clauses. Isaac played on the swings, but is another coordinating conjunction. He didn't go on the vertical slide is another independent clause. It was too scary. That's just a simple sentence. It was soon dinner time, so Dad got out their picnic. So is another coordinating conjunction. Isaac could have ham sandwiches, or he could have cheese sandwiches. Or is another coordinating conjunction. He chose cheese, for he loved the stuff. For. Wonder if many of you managed to include for in your compound sentences. There was soon no food left, so Isaac went back to the swings. He would have liked to turn on the ropes, yet there was a big queue. Yet is another coordinating conjunction that you could have found. Dad said it was time to go home. Isaac rode his scooter through the park gates and he smiled. and is the final coordinating conjunction. Well done if you managed to find all those. I know your teachers will be really looking forward to reading your compound sentences too. To recap our learning, who can tell me the 7 coordinating conjunctions that we might use in a compound sentence? Have a think now. Pause the video and press play when you're ready for me to reveal the answers to check whether you got them right. So we could have for, and, no, but, or, yet, and so. Remember, we can use our mnemonic fanboys. F, a, n, b, o, y, s. Continuing with our pop-up books today. So far this week we have drawn and labelled a picture of a plant, and we have made a model of our plant, ready for when we create our pop-up books next week. Today we're going to do a little bit more research on plants, so we have some more information that we could include in our pop-up book, and then you're going to present all of your learning to your families and impress them with how much you know. We're going to look at the life cycle of a flowering plant, something that you should have done in science on Purple Mash. To start with, we've got seed dispersal. So a seed gets planted in the ground. This could have come from animals moving it and depositing it. That could be done by humans planting it. It could be done by the air blowing the flowers, and then moved away from the parent plant into the soil. Once in the soil, the seed starts to grow. This is through a process called germination, which is your word-aware word for today. When the seed has germinated, it grows and flowers into a big plant. The next stage in the life cycle is pollination, and that's a process that plants go through to create and grow new fruits and seeds, to grow into even more plants. So pollen lands on the stigma and travels down the style, which are parts of the flower, and then it fertilises when it joins with the ovule, and seeds start to form. And then the process starts again, because these seeds could be dispersed by the wind, they could be dispersed by animals, and the entire process can go again and again and again, making more and more flowers. In your planning and presentations today, I would like you to try and challenge yourself and use some of these words, such as germination, pollination, and dispersal, to really impress the people that you're telling about plants. Here are 6 different ways that seeds could be dispersed. So they could be dispersed by water, they could be dispersed by shaking, dropping off flowering plants, animals carrying them, animals eating them, or them bursting. That could be some extra information that you could add to tell your family and friends. So for today's main task, in your books I would like you to create a mind map. We're going to create a mind map of everything that we know about plants so far. So you need one section that says what plants need to grow. Remember, we had 5 things yesterday that plants needed to grow. I'll give you a couple to help. So they need water, and they need sunlight. But there are 5 things, so try and get all 5 things in that section. Then you're going to describe the different plant parts and explain their functions. So you need to tell me what the root does, what the stem does, what the leaves do, and what the flowers do. You might also want a section on different types of plants. On Monday we learnt about different types of plants. You could have flowering plants or non-flowering plants. You could have wild plants such as daisies or ivy. You could have garden plants such as sunflowers or roses. So we know lots about plants already. I would also like you to try and talk about the life cycle of plants, which we spoke about today. So you might have another strand coming off your mind map, all about the life cycle of plants, using words such as germination, pollination, seed dispersal. Blue group, I would like you to read these sentences to your family and try to tell them 3 more things that you know about plants. When you have finished your mind map, you are now a scientist. You have learned lots and lots about plants. And you're going to tell your family member everything that you have learned. You can use your plant model and drawing from Monday and Tuesday to help you. You can use your mind map that you've just done to help you. And you must inform them of what plants need to grow and describe the different parts of plants and their functions. The mild chili challenge is to talk about different types of plants. The hot chili challenge is to include an explanation of the life cycle of plants. And the spicy chili challenge is to use the words dispersal, germination, pollination, and photosynthesis when you are explaining the life cycle of plants. So to summarise, your task for today is to 1. Create your mind map all about plants with all the information that you've learned. You might need to use the computer to do some research if you're still unsure of things. And then 2, use your mind map and your drawing or plant model to present everything that you have learned to someone in your house. This could be your mum, your dad, brother or sister, or you could call someone up and tell them all about it. If you would like, it would be really good if you could record yourself doing your presentation and send it so that we can put it on the blog and share your learning with other children. Please send any work or any questions if you're stuck to your teachers on the email address year3@hucklow.sheffield.sch.uk. We can't wait to see all the learning that you produce, and we hope your family members really enjoy their presentation all about plants. Well done, everyone!